All right, I have Olivia Nelson Yoda and Jalen Brown taking questions. Who'd like to start? Anybody? None at all. Michael, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just wondering if you guys could maybe talk a little bit about, did it seem like that game just got physical at a certain point, that things kind of seemed like they got out of hand, or just what seemed like to you happened that things kind of got the way that they did?
Yeah, go ahead, start us off.
Yeah. I mean, obviously it was a physical game tonight. I think when things aren't managed well to begin with, that it tends to get out of hand, and that's what happened. That's what was shown tonight. So I think just it goes with managing both teams on the court, managing calls and fouls, and making sure that things aren't just added fuel to the fire throughout the game to where we have situations like this happen.
Do you guys have to talk amongst yourselves a little bit as a team? And I say this, obviously I was watching remotely, but there was a lot of criticism that the officials didn't really take control of things the way they should. Do you guys have to then talk to each other on the sidelines almost to say how you're going to handle it when to be frank, it just doesn't seem like it's being handled on the court the way that it needs to be?
Yeah, we can only talk so much though. At the end of the day, it's them making the calls and them officiating the game the right way. So, I mean, this isn't the first game that this has happened. You can look over the course of the games in the league and see just how much more physical it is this year, when things aren't getting called and when things are just blown out of proportion like that. So, I think just managing, like I said, managing the games, managing the calls, because we're all competitors. So we're all going hard every single night. And when you're not managing the game properly, this is what happens.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Anthony, go ahead.
Yeah. You know, given the way that the physicality was in the game, is there any way that you can adjust to that type of play, you know, going forward, or is it just something that you need to deal with through your coach?
I think for us, just making sure that we have our heads on straight and controlling what we can control on our end, which is staying present in the game, staying present in the moment, playing as hard as we can. I mean, the other stuff we can't control. So, I mean, I think as us players, the coaches, coaching staff, we know we can control at the end of the day.
And then just in terms of, you know, going into an environment like that where they have these big crowds, you're already sort of down at the beginning. Does that have any impact on your mindset being on the road and knowing that you're in a hostile environment?
At the end of the day, we're professionals. Like, I think we're locked in on each other and doing the best that we can, and we're not necessarily focused on everything on the outside.
All right. Yeah.
The scrum there towards the end, underneath the basket, could you guys kind of feel that bubbling up, so to speak? And
I mean, I feel like a lot of stuff was escalating throughout the game, and that's what happens when you don't make the proper calls or like officiate the game and manage it the right way. And it's not the first time it's happened. I mean, we've seen it on our end throughout our games this season. You can tune into another game and see it too. So, like I said, it's all over the league. But I mean, tonight, it just happened to be us in that moment.
And at some point, you have to defend yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have the right to defend yourself when stuff is being happened to you. So I think we have to take the steps necessary to do so.
how did you see things unfold with that first incident between JC and Caitlin Clark? In the third quarter, I think it was.
Yeah. What do you guys think?
Just how did you see that unfold from your perspective?
I see it as us defending our teammate. Regardless, we're going to defend our team and our teammates, and we're going to have each other's back no matter what happens. So I mean, I think everybody was able to see it, with whoever was watching the game. But regardless, we're just going to have each other's back at the end of the day.
Thank you, ladies. All right, I'll have head coach Rashid Mazian. I'm going to do a quick statement and then taking questions. Go ahead, Rashid.
Yep. Yeah, tough lose because I think that we had the resources to win this game, but we missed too much wide open shot to stay close in this game, and just try to change change the game, we must just be more efficient with our offense. I appreciate, because I appreciate this game. I will never be, happy to lose a game, but I think that today we found a character. This is the first time, I saw my players, helping each other. My only regret is we lost our mind. We lost our mind, and I think that we battle, the wrong fight, because we spend our energy talking with the referees. But yeah, I just want to say that we found some character, and I hope that tomorrow we can play a better game, a better basketball, and play with this character.
Just thoughts on what happened there, the physicality and some of the dust-ups, I guess, there during the game.
I didn't understand, when you are winning a game by 17 points and you doing this, for me, a stupid foul. So this is just disrespectful, and I don't know how JC and Lindsay they get ejected from the game when they did not do nothing. So for me, it's just disrespectful, to do this foul when you are winning the game by 17 points. It's completely stupid.
The incidents earlier in the game, just your thoughts on that, specifically the hard foul and the pushing, I guess, during the third quarter.
Sorry, can you repeat?
The hard foul earlier in the game,
hard what?
Or the foul in the third quarter when
JC accidentally poked Caitlin in the eye. Can you just give it that?
Yeah, but she didn't do it on purpose. It was just her defense. But I don't think that she did this on purpose. We can rewatch the game, and in line when I rewatch it, I know JC. She's not this person. She just tried to defend, and yeah, unfortunately she let her arms but I know her, and I know that she didn't do it on purpose. So I don't know how we create something around that. So yeah, this is we can talk about all the moving screen they did and they never called. So yeah, there is a lot of stuff we can talk about.
the players talked about just this kind of being almost a trend where they're letting more physicality happen, and then things like this sort of happen. I'm curious your perspective as a coach, how you've seen changes in the way the game's officiated, and I guess the results.
When it's a away game, that it will be never in our sense. So it's for why I say that we lost our mind instead to stick our game plan and stay focused on our game. But yeah, it was again a good learning opportunity. So hopefully we can learn from this game, because I'm sure that if we can play at this level but just keep our focus, okay, we will win again, more games for sure.
Anthony, go ahead.
Coach, tonight you guys shot 3 of 21 from the 3-point line. Did you like the looks that you had, or do you feel like they weren't good looks?
I think that on the first half, it was very good looks. Marina, she lost a lot of wide open shot, and AD, JC, maybe on the second half, this shot were a little bit more contested. But yeah, I think on the first half, I think that we create good opportunities and we miss them, unfortunately. But yeah, I like so like I used to say, we are not just talking about now the offensive system, but we just create good opportunities. We miss them. Sometimes the basketball is like that. But yeah, anyway, we have to learn to score this shot, because at the end of the day, you win because you score more points than your opponent.
And just to follow up, as a coach, are you happy that there's a quick turnaround so you forget about today? Is that good for you in terms of a coach to have a game so quickly as in tomorrow?
Yeah, it's every time. Yeah, we have to travel, so it's not the easy one, but I think that just to refocus ourselves and just try to bounce on what's happened this evening. It's a good thing for us, and we will play home, so we'll have our fan base with us, and support us. So even if we are a little bit tired, we can rely on our fan base. So I think that's the best condition we could be one day between the two games, but this is our calendar and we have to handle it like that. So, but yeah, everybody is like in the same situation, so we have to do with that.
Michael?
Yeah, coach, your players were saying they felt like the game sort of got out of control from an officiating standpoint early, which contributed to some of the things later. Did you feel that way? And were you surprised that Marina Mabry wasn't ejected from the game after she pushed Clark down?
No, I wasn't surprised because I don't think that her reaction was very big. She just tried to to be between two players, maybe who they won't push themselves. But no, I don't think that she deserves not to be rejected. Yeah, this is not my job. I am a coach, so the ref has to to do their job to clean the game and make sure that the best team won the game and not just who is more physical or more. So yeah, I don't think that my players deserve this ejection.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.